Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to another stream. I am working on the Harley and Ivy commission that I started a little while ago, and I did not finish at Montreal, even though I was planning to. I decided I wanted to get the pencils scanned and the ink scanned. So I did that first and scanned it, and now I'm going to get going on this. And you know what? These guys are really noisy, and I'm going to be all jingly and loud, so I'm going to take them off. I'm rocking the Michael Jackson look today with just one glove because I discovered my bracelets again. I completely forgot about them. So I'm just doing one glove today because I only technically need one glove. And I have one naked hand. Gasp. Hey Mike! I am live, and I kind of failed and forgot to give half an hour notice. I know, I'm sorry, I completely forgot to do it, and then by the time I was going to, it was time for me to go live, and if I delayed it any later, it was going to be like a ridiculously short stream, so I just went with no notification, and surprise! So, today I'm going to work on finishing this one up. So the thing about doing commissions at a convention is that is technically where I do them. However, what happens sometimes is it's a good show, and that's wonderful. There's a lot of people coming by to say hello. I do interviews, I sign books, I sign prints, I talk to people, and if I'm too focused on the commission, what happens is people just walk by, and you know, I kind of am not doing one of the things that I'm there to do, which is see everyone. So I sometimes end up not getting as much time to do the commissions because I work at conventions on my own. I'm not drawing while someone else is helping me at my booth. I'm kind of doing all the things, the one-man band kind of thing. And so as such, I didn't get as much time as I was planning to work on this. Plus, I went a lot more detailed than I usually do because I'm having fun with this one. So I need to work on coloring it now. And if I manage to finish this one between today and tomorrow, I'll start on wrapping up the Ivy that I've been working on with stream as well. Kylie, hello love. So nice to see you on here. So, there are some new commands too that you guys can do with MoveBot, so I'll be letting you know what those are. Hello, Juan Solo. So I'm going to move that over, and then also I need to see the, that's why you'll be my unpaid intern. That's right. Thank you, Mike. Hello, River Dragon. All right, so I am also needing to see what all the colors are. Ivy is easy to remember, but each Harley is slightly different, and this one is the Harley's Little Black Book version, and I've never done this one before. I can honestly tell you guys it is going to be heavily influenced in style of the outfit by J. Scott Campbell's version. So every artist has a slightly different version of it. The interior pages she doesn't have a belt, and she doesn't have the little buckles on the side, which makes complete sense because having to draw a very detailed outfit page after page is just not a good use of time, right? But for a cover, of course you can do that. And so J. Scott Campbell's version, he gave her a little bit of a mix between the Little Black Book version, but then these little buckles are from Arkham City, the game. And I didn't realize that it was J. Scott Campbell's version. I thought that was her outfit, so that's why I was looking at that one and being like, oh, cool, it's kind of a mix of the two. But I have a feeling those belts might be a J. Scott Campbell thing, and as such, I did those. Oops. But anyway, I'm going to be looking at that for the color reference because everything is opposite, and it's so easy to screw it up. Oh, right? Kylie Campbell's is amazing. Hello, Bad Vlad. You got the book? Yeah, you know what? Today I got my comps. Check it out. I'll show you guys. All right, so this thing does tend to change the color slightly, but here is my Batman 50 comp. I got 3 of them, so I'll probably do some remarks myself, but I'm really happy with it. The printing actually turned out really, really good. I was worried it was going to print too dark. Where's my cat? Oh no, he's playing in a plastic bag. Anyway, so this actually turned out really well, and I'm so happy about that because I was kind of nervous. Oh, you're Terrence. Okay. Oh, I really don't think that about Campbell's girls. To me, they all are very different. But that's just personal opinion, I guess. Oh, thank you, Juan Solo. I'm so glad you received the Ivy and Rose print. Yay! I have not opened the book to read the story yet. They literally came in right before I went on stream. And yes, now my cat is eating the packaging. So hold, please. No, 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 no. Not for you. Yeah. So I literally just opened the box and got them. So I'm going to read it tonight. All right, let me see. I am so sorry you can't get it here, Kylie. Mike, it's because Kylie lives in Australia and the store isn't shipping them internationally, it seems. All right, so as always, Harley has extremely ghostly pale skin. So the first order of business is to do her skin. And I've left on the belt, I've left these portions right here, not completely inked because that's kind of where I'm planning the light to be hitting her body, is right there. So I'm going to be using my cold grays. They're kind of blue, they're gray with a blue undertone. So I'm going to be starting with the C00, which is the lightest one that Copic has. And I'm going to be laying down the colors and the shades starting with this one. And while I don't have to be too careful with the black lines, I will, you know, try to not pull them too far when I'm working on them. So the first thing I'm going to do is just fill this whole area with the 00, because at least to me right now it looks quite gray, but in a few seconds once it starts to dry, it's going to really lighten up. Oh, Mike, that is so nice of you to do for Kylie. Boop Squad people being amazing. All right, so now I've switched to C0. So it's the cool gray with just the 10, so it's a little bit darker. And now C1. Oh no, Kylie, that's the worst. I'm so sorry. Having to buy refills for all of them at once is a pocketbook pain. All right, now I'm doing C2. For just more shadow. And then I'm gonna switch to the light purples that I have because I really like a little bit of tone in Harley Skin so that it's not just completely blue and gray and all that. It's got a little bit more of a warm color to it. Like, you know, purple has a little bit more red and pink in it than blue does, you know, so it just brings in a little bit of warmth. So I am using, it's called BV and it's 40. And I'm using it right now as kind of like a final blend. And so it's blending everything because it's a very light color, but then it's also just infusing a tiny, tiny touch of warmth into her skin. Which really, if you were using this color, the only reason why it's bringing in any warmth at all is because it's against blue. If I was putting this against a flesh tone, I would be using it as a cool tone. Oh, it's a big Lady Death. Yep, straight up, straight up cool grays. That's right. And I'm sorry that I didn't give you guys a notification. Right now I'm a little bit disorganized with getting back, unpacking, and repacking all in the same minute kind of thing because I'm leaving again on Thursday. So I got home yesterday. I have today and tomorrow to sort of reshuffle everything, get back on top of as much as I possibly can, and then head straight out again for the Batman 50 signing in Tampa. So it's a very exciting and busy week, and I'm really glad that I got a couple of the Batman 50s in today so I can actually try to figure out where the heck I'm going to put the remark, because that's its own special trick. It's like, where on earth is any art gonna fit? Oh, you guys are amazing. Guess what? There's now a Boop Squad MooBot thingy. So you can just do exclamation point Boop Squad and see what Dan wrote. Well, Mike, kind of. You know what? I actually did get some play in. Dan invited me to go to the mall yesterday right after we dropped Lyndon off for his couple hours of summer camp. It was a short one yesterday. Okay, let's see if it works. What happened? It's not working? Yeah, Boop Squad. All right, maybe I need to do something. Okay, I think I need to do like, sorry guys, let me see. Maybe I need to activate it. Maybe I needed to activate it. Now try. Let's try now. I don't know if the bot's on. Moderator status revoked, left chat room. All right, I'm trying to see what do I do? Oh, okay, do MooBot to reset it. All right. Yeah, there was a notice on the bot thing saying that Twitch is doing some updating and it's not always working and I need to reactivate it, and it said what to say. MooBot. Yeah, it's not in the chat list. Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. Well, that's really weird. I'll try to text Dan to see what it is, but usually you can restart it by hitting MooBot. Do MooBot to reset it. All right, well, I'm super sorry, guys. He did make one for that, and it looks super fun, so I thought you guys would enjoy that, but I'll have to figure it out later, I guess. I'm gonna need some technical help. Oh well. How was everyone's weekend? Did you have a good one? The AI is taking a day off, that's right. I'm just checking to see if Sherlock's okay. He is like sprawled out on my bed once Mommy took away the plastic to play with. Waiting for the next weekend? Aw. That's awesome, Mike. You so deserve some time off. I'm glad you're having some. Montreal was awesome. I had a really good time. Except I was surprised that there was a bit of a language barrier issue. So I'm so lucky that my booth neighbor spoke French. So anybody who didn't speak any English, he could help me out with. So that was extremely handy. Otherwise, I really would have been up a creek. Oh, I think I saw your post about that, Chris, and I wasn't sure, Chris Baracco, I wasn't sure if that was like a good thing or a sad thing. Are you sad about it? Or is it nice to have your weekends back a little bit? I know, how dare me? Maybe he's taking a pout nap. So Harley Skin is just a very, very light color, right? So there's not going to be much showing up, but once I'm done with her skin, the really fun part is the hair. It's going to be black and red on either side. So that'll be really fun to watch, I think. Oh, it was your life for 11 years. I'm so sorry, Chris. And I'm doing like a little final blend with purple. And it's giving her skin a little bit more warmth, which I'm really happy about. Oh, that's so awesome, Kylie. Nice snuggle up day. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow as well at around this time, so I'll just give you guys a heads up right now. I'll go from like 5 to 8 my time. You just need a hobby now. That's right. All right, so now I'm going to C2 again, like I did over on her boob side. Because some of these places would have sharper shadows, and they really help bring in the realism and the look that her skin is in the light in some places and not in others. So just giving her a little bit more shadows. Oh, I am so looking forward to Cincinnati, Chris. It's going to be so fun. Oh, yay! Thank you so much, Pat Jinx. I'm so glad that it arrived. Woohoo! This light is causing me some troubles. Oops. I'm going to try to zoom in a teeny bit more. Boy, the weather here is literally all over the map. It can't make up its mind whether it's supposed to be hot or cold. It was really, really cold this morning. Like, you know, wear a small jacket weather, and then now it's baking hot again. And I'm so confused as to what is happening. Oh, thank you so much, Kylie. I drew Harley's face, I think, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 13 times, trying so many different expressions on her, and nothing was looking right. And really the problem is it wasn't appropriate with the weight of her body and everything like that to have it being straight on. Plus, with her straight on, her ponytail technically would have covered part of Ivy's head. So, turning her made all the difference. I literally just completely erased her from the neck up and started over, and then finally it worked. Harley's face looks odd, like she's missing her nose, perhaps. Yeah, I was around for the storm. No, I'm not going to San Diego this year. I decided not to sign up for it. I love San Diego. It's awesome, but it's also really it's a very intense show, and I just didn't feel up to it. Oh, thank you so much, Terrence. Juan Solo, I am currently I started with C00, then C0, C1 and 2, and BV40 is correct. So you got everything except for C00, which is what I started with. And that one dries pretty much completely clear. It's really just a wet the paper kind of thing. Yeah, well, San Diego, you know, it's really great if you're if you're a massive artist and you have a huge booth with a ton of new product, it makes complete sense to be there. In my case, I go to Artist Alley, which is fine. I could totally get myself a big booth if I felt like it. It's just why, you know. I don't really need to do that at this point, and I'm not like making San Diego specific product at this point. If that were to change, of course I would put more of an emphasis on going to San Diego. But for Artist Alley, you get 4 feet of space. Granted, they give it to you for free, which is awesome. But the 4 feet of space is not really that much room. The last time I was in San Diego, and I kid you not, this happened. You're so crammed, right? And the tables are really small. So it's pretty much just enough room for me to put my portfolio book there, like my print book. And there were some people looking through my prints, and I had commissioned stuff all on my lap, right? So I couldn't really get up and stop the disaster that was about to ensue. But I was holding a blank, and it was going to be CGC'd, and I'm working on it, right? I think, I was working on a black cat or something like that. Anyway, I'm working on it. And the people that were in front, I think it was the first convention that they had been to, because they were trying to take my prints out of my print case, right? And I was like, wait, 1 second. I'm going to get them for you. I just need to put my commission down. Just hold for 1 second. And I don't think they understood that I was like, please don't, or they didn't hear me, or I don't know what happened. But anyway, they continued to pull the prints out of my book and started a domino effect of just, someone had a Starbucks refresher on the table, like behind my portfolio, and the people just knocked everything off the table, and it just went domino all the way back, right? Because these tables are tiny, and it knocked the Starbucks refresher. Bear in mind, I think it was Friday morning, so it's the second day of the show, not counting the opening night. The entire full open Starbucks refresher energy drink went completely into my print case. So that's all of my prints, my entire stock for the show, and it splashed on me and the commission. Glug, 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 glug. And I'm trying to put the commission down. Thankfully, Ebas saw it, and he came running over and just grabbed the whole stack of my prints and pulled them out in one shot. I mean, that was some epic strength right there, because I couldn't do that if I tried. He just grabbed all the prints out of the box. But the whole bottom of my print case was about an inch deep puddle of this Starbucks refresher drink. So think like a Monster, or, you know, and it was like a raspberry flavored one. And so all my pink prints were like pink and ruined. So, you know, it was fine. I didn't cry right then. I was okay. I was just like, you know, we're going to be okay. We're going to deal with this. But my show was completely ruined. There was nothing for me to do, really, you know. And then J.P. Roth went and told J. Scott Campbell what had happened, because, like, everybody in Artist Alley heard about it right away. Like, oh, my God, one of the artists, Dawn's stuff just got ruined. You know, it's like the artist's worst nightmare kind of thing. So everybody knew what went down, you know. And so Campbell sent Joe with a signed book I'm going to show you guys because I actually have it right here. Check it out, you guys. So it says, for Dawn, feel better. This too will pass. You'll bounce back even better. And sent me the book as a gift. And when I got this, I cried a lot because it meant so much. Anyway, it just, yeah. So, you know, it's no problem, and I have no issue with San Diego, but I'm just a little scared to go back. Yeah, what I did is I managed to salvage a few, and so I just kind of took more commissions and, you know, carried on, and it was a fine show. I had a great time, but it was rough. And of course, the poor people that did it felt so bad. So bad. It really wasn't their fault. They just didn't understand. Not that they didn't speak English. They did. I just think they didn't get it. They didn't know how shows work. I think it was like some tourists that just happened to be there. Oh, is it everything go in slow motion? Kind of. Honestly, right now, it's just a blur. I feel like everything's sped up and I was in slow motion or something. The fact that eBass moved that fast to pick my prints up saved some of the ones in the middle. Otherwise, it would have been a disaster. So he did save enough that, you know, I was able to have some stuff at the show still. Like, some weren't damaged, like the center row of a few prints were okay. You know what? The whole book print thing that happened in Montreal, or not print, but the whole book thing, it actually worked out fine. I sold all of my books in the last 2 days of the show. I have 3 books left that I carried home with me, and that's it. Like, so it went good, and I'm so happy. The books went so well, and that's awesome. Yeah, I'm super, super happy. Can you guys see everything well enough, or is it too dark? Something I really liked doing the Facebook Live the other night was the lighting. It was, see, I have desk lamps, like art lamps that do more direct light, but I think that the surround light that they had at the hotel, because I like moved every light in the hotel to right around me, I feel like the lighting was better. So I really liked that, and I'm probably going to try to get some different lights for my desk so that things are a little bit more even lighting. But for now, you know, I've got the little desk lights I have. Yeah, it's a little dark, isn't it? Yeah, right? Big old stadium of lights. Yeah, because what happens with these ones is they give off too direct a light. So it's like super bright in one spot and then really dark everywhere else. So that's the thing that's a problem with desk lamps, I guess. Wait a minute, now it's saying welcome to the chat room. A nice big overhead spotlight. I need like a few of them. All right, let me see if it works now. Yay, okay, MooBot suddenly decided to turn on, you guys. All right, so I did Boop Squad. You're gonna be sad to see this commission go. Aw. All right, let's see. There's a few other ones. Did it work? Maybe it only lets that one happen every so often. Okay, here's a couple other ones. All right, let's see. I'm going to tell you guys the command list. Okay, there's Boop Squad. There's exclam POTM for print of the month. And let's see. There's about, art books, pearls, prints, subscribe, tools. Yeah. And it looks like there's something set where like something, I guess so that if a person asks a question and someone on the Boop Squad answers, it has like a delay so that one can't come up again. I guess because if everybody types Boop Squad at the same time, we'll have like 30 Boop Squad MooBot messages, right? So that I think that's why it's on a delay, so that, you know, just one time it goes there and then it can happen again in like 20 comments or something like that. So yeah, Dan set up a bunch of them and it's pretty fun. All right, I'm gonna put some purple on here. Oh, how I love the purple for Harley. It works so well. Oh, we don't have Nokomis on there. I'm sorry. MooBot will have a meltdown. That's right. Alrighty. I'm trying to decide if I should be brave and do Harley's stomach or be brave again and do her face. So I'm probably going to start with her stomach just to keep on going with the body, and then I'll work on her face in a minute. Oatmeal cookie. Aw, I twant one. So yet again, I am starting with C00. So it's a cool gray, and 00 means like the very, very lightest one. And because this one dries almost completely clear, I am going to just go ahead and fill in everything. And I'm going back and forth, which is kind of like if you ever colored with Crayola markers, it's like the cardinal sin, because it'll just leave weird lines everywhere. But with Copic markers, they're handled a little bit differently. And if they overlap like this, they tend to blend a little bit better. So that's why in a lot of cases when I'm trying to make a fully even flat surface of color, I will go in a few different directions just to sort of help it blend as much as possible. Hey, Payback Ivy. It's going great. I hope things are going well for you. So now I'm with C0, getting in some of the additional detail, because this whole side of her body is a little bit flatter. Like if you think about your pelvis bone, it's kind of flat on the side and then flat in the front. And this is where it rounds the corner. And this is where I've got some light coming down on them. So that's why I'm leaving that part lighter and then moving on to sort of the this part of her stomach, where I'm going to make it go a little bit flatter and more concave, kind of like skin stretched between two hip bones. Harley's a little thinner right now, at least on this one. And Ivy's a little bit more the voluptuous hourglass body look. Which one is the rose print? I'm not sure. I am so glad that you think it looks beautiful in person though, Juan Solo. Thank you so much. That means a ton. Because of course I want to make sure that the printing it looks as closely to how it does on screen as possible, so that you're getting what you ordered. So the fact that you're happy with it makes me so happy. Oh, okay, it's the Claire and Rose one. All right, I know which one you mean now. Thank you so much. All right, so now I'm using C1. So it's a little bit of a darker gray compared to what I've been using. And I'm doing that for getting in some of the darker shadows now. Now these aren't the very dark shadows, but I'm moving from light to dark, which is how I do my Copic coloring, unless I am doing leather, and then I do it the opposite way, from dark to light. Oh, Harley looks like me. Oh, I didn't see that, and I certainly wasn't trying to do that, but thank you. I kind of think she has a bit of a badass looking face, so that's awesome. All right, now I'm going back to 0. Oh, seriously, Mike? Oh, that is so cool. I can't wait to see how they turn out. Oh my goodness, I took C2. I thought I was doing C0. Fail. Now, I find stomachs to be very challenging, more than faces, more than anything when it comes to coloring with Copic. They're just so easy to screw up. So I'm really trying to do this one well, and that's why I'm probably not looking up as much and conversating, because I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Stomachs make me nervous. No, thank you, Kylie. I've had so many where I'm struggling so hard. Like I just said, stomachs really make me nervous. So, I actually have I have a little Pinterest board where I save stomachs. And I just study stomachs because they are really hard for me. All right, I might just leave it at that so I don't screw anything up anymore. So I'm gonna leave it there. Just count myself done, not overdo it. Oh, you got the Aphrodite pearl? That's awesome. I'm almost sold out of that one. So I'm so glad. And the paper looks amazing. Yay! I'm always so happy when you guys kind of agree with me and I'm not like taking crazy pills for thinking that paper is so pretty. Oh, hey Neil, that's awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you like it, that you are liking this. That is awesome. The stomach is done. Move along. Okay, I will move along. So now it is thighs time. And you know what? I have a feeling that my markers might be drying out. Well, let's hope not. Fingers crossed. Let's start with this thigh. You just finished your first stream? Oh my goodness! Congratulations! Oh, that is awesome. Thank you so much, River Dragon. I am so glad that you like that cover. Okay, so I'm just putting in a little bit of purple now, which is the BV40s. That's the shade that I'm using. Nope, the thunders are back. All right, now I'm moving on to C0. Is it grape? No, it's called pale thistle. Oh, and thanks for answering for me, Kylie. I didn't see that one. And so I always, like the darker color, as I go darker, I'm covering a smaller area with that darker marker. Darker marker, that sounds funny. All right, now I'm doing C1. So these are cool grays, which are kind of, if you look at Harley in any of the books or anything. Now, of course, some of her outfits, her skin is normal. She's like a pale human, but she has actual flesh tone. And then in some versions of her, she's fully pale white all the way down. And so this particular version, which is Harley's Little Black Book, she's white over her whole body. Yeah, you really can't with coloring with Copics. You have to just kind of power through. Or you could end up with some very unfortunate streaks and yucky marks on the skin. All right, and now I'm going to take C2, which is one of the darker colors I'm working with, to just put a little bit of a shadow from her pants. Clearly they are very close to her skin, but I'm just giving it a little bit so that there's some indication that, you know, she is wearing some clothes. It just makes it look a little bit more believable. All right, I think my C00 is drying out a little bit, so I'm just gonna grab that to refill with. Wow, this thing's looking pretty gnarly. Yeah, don't want that in there. I hardly ever have to use this color. So the lid is all like crystallized from any color that was in there or in the lid. It's all like hardened and stuff. Lol. I really don't use my Copic grays very often. Shit. Well, I just ruined the chisel tip. I think I need to clean my tray, so check that out. I may have a chisel tip replacement. I think. Yes, I do. All right, here we go. So I just ruined one because I'm being a dirty mess with my refill tray. Lesson learned. Yes, the dab pad is right here by my side so that I don't make a big mess. That would just suck. All right, so now that I'm putting in a new nib, I need to activate it. All right, so I'm just putting a few dots on here just to get this one going. There we go. Now, I never is a strong word, but I pretty much don't ever use my chisel tip. So, I'm not too worried that I ruined it, but yeah, you can get these spare nibs. I think I bought this set with all of them in it for, I don't know, $3 or $4. So they're not that expensive, thankfully. Okay. Back to Harley. Woo-hoo-hoo. I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder. It's pretty intense. Yes, they're all refillable, which is awesome. Oh, you do? That's crazy. Yeah. I've seen that Adam Sandler's Grown Ups movie. That guy sounds nothing like anyone in Saskatoon. Mrs. Grimm's, I'm using Copic markers. See, they're a type of marker that you can blend with, so they are really an amazing tool to use. Yeah, he sounds like no one in the world. That's right. All right, now I am using C0. Just start bringing in the darker shades. And C1. And C2 now. C0. Yeah, we really want to change it to BootBot big time. Yeah, right? I'm with you guys 100%. All right, C1. Let's try this one again. It's kind of drying out, which means I need to refill that one as well before I start in on her face. Yeah, I'm so with you guys on changing the name. I think there's some reason why Dan hasn't done it yet, but I'm sure he'll get to it at some point. Yes, they really lighten up after a little bit. It's a little bit frustrating. All right, C1 needs to be refilled. Yep. And then they never, and then they absolutely never seem dark enough once it dries. That's the thing that's so frustrating. Yeah, I think it's like $25 a month, which is insane. All right, need to refill another one. This one is C1. Yes. Yes, Chris, I do have prints it shows that aren't on my website. Thank you, Mrs. Grims. Yes, I put the chisel tip off to the side this time. MoveBot costs $25 a month if we want to change the name. Something like that. Which, you know, if there's more things that we want MoveBot to do that we need to pay for, it's absolutely worth it. But for just changing the name, it's a little intense amount of payment for just that. Oh, like Bloodbath? I don't know if I'm carrying Bloodbath anymore, but maybe. If there's a show that you're going to and you know I'm going to be there as well, just let me know and I can probably bring you one. Right? Forest Lord is currently at a class with our youngest son, Lyndon, for his sports lessons. All right, it is Harley's FaceTime, and I've got to admit, I'm a little nervous about this one, but it's going to be fun. All right, and I think that her makeup is, okay, so she's black on this side, black hair, black makeup, and then on this side she's red hair with red makeup on that eye. So it's going to be fun to do this cool, crazy makeup on her. So I'm looking forward to it. And then, as always, Harley has her trademark signature red lips. And then Ivy, I inked hers with sepia pen because I brought it home, so I inked it there. And so I can make her lips more soft and, you know, the glossy natural look. I've done Heroes Con one time. I haven't done it since that first time. All right, as always, I'm starting with C00. And I'm filling her entire face. And this is specifically just to get everything saturated. The best thing about working with Copic markers and the way that they blend like that when the paper is saturated. So I'm using the C0 as my base tone. So then when anything else goes over it, it'll blend nicely because it's not just like soaking into the paper like a sponge. All right, now I'm still using C00 to start blocking in where I'm putting some of the shadows and shade. Even though it's going to go super, super light in the end, it's still a pretty decent indication for me of where everything is at and what I'm trying to do. Okay, so the light is kind of going straight on her face. So we're going to have, she's pretty much, her face is facing where I intend for the light source to be coming from. So she's going to have pretty even shadows and highlights right in the center of her face. I'll look up in a couple minutes, you guys. I'm just trying to get her face in. Oh, there haven't been any other comments. Alrighty. No, you guys are amazing. All right, now I'm moving to C0 now. No worries, Mike. I totally get it. Puppies need care. Oh, how did I find out about that paper? Actually, what it was is I went to my printer here in Calgary, who I used to work with, and I asked him if he had any good drawing paper that I could use and which type. So actually it was a paper that they carried already, and I just tried out a sample of every cardstock paper that they had in stock and decided which one and how thick I wanted it, and all of that stuff was really all from just testing out the papers that they had. Oh, good night, Chris. All right, so I need to be careful because now I'm going with C1, and I did just fill it, so I've got the I've got my dab pad on the side. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear the train. Yeah, he usually does. He loves it. Whenever he hears the train, he comes running in here because you can see it from our window. He just loves it. He's out right now, otherwise he'd be running in here to watch the train. All right, so now I need to start actually putting in parts where her nose is scrunching up and stuff. So this is going to be very exciting, and I don't want to do it wrong, so slightly challenging. You know, I don't exclusively use this because, of course, I work with blanks sometimes, and, you know, some blanks are really great for working with Copic markers, and then other ones are really, really bad. So no, I can't afford to be that picky. But I prefer to use Copic Super Smooth. I think I may have put Dan's into something at some point, though I can't really remember. As far as myself, I probably have as well, just out of necessity, because I was trying to draw a certain face, but I try to change it, for sure, so it's not like, oh yes, I'm doing a self-portrait. So it really just depends. Having friends and family around if you are stuck and need some photo reference is very handy. So I'm not really shading in around her eyes because I don't need to. Next up will be her makeup, which is so fun. I'm so excited. So I really don't have to do a ton of work on her eyes and putting a bunch of shade and shadow in her eyes because it really doesn't matter. So that's something that's really nice about this. All right, so this is C2, and I'm using it just for my darker shade parts. And the nice thing is if I'm ever a little too timid with the darker shadows, I can go back in and add those afterwards, because the whole point is for them to be a little bit darker. So it's no problem if I need to go in and, you know, darken them up a little bit more. And I want them to have that that sort of halo around them where, you know, they don't need to be perfectly blended, if that makes sense. Okay, her neck. I almost forgot her neck. And here the back of her, like her temple and all that area. So because the light is coming from here, this is like her chin would cast a shadow right there. And I'm switching to C0 real quick. What happened to her right shoulder? Oh yeah, I almost forgot it. You're right. No color yet, that's right. Alright, so this one can go pretty dark, pretty fast, because it's just in the background. I want to put some dark shadows from, oop, there's a little neck spot right there. I want to put some dark shadows from her hair. So I'll start with C2, but I might even go to C3 for this. We'll have to see. Well, for now that's fine, but if I feel like I need to go darker, I might. Alright, so the light is coming here, which means there would be quite a bit of a shadow back here from this. That's a great idea, Juan Solo. Alright, so I would like to get going directly into her makeup, because that is just too fun to resist. So her makeup is red, but really that's kind of like, it'll go out into pink, I suppose. So first I'm going to start with a really, really light pink. And it's on this side. I feel like she needs a little bit more purple in her skin. Let's zoom in a little bit more so you can see it better. Get a little bit more light on the situation. It's getting darker because of the storm, so it's starting to get a little darker in the art as well. Can't see it as good. Oh, now it's too dark. What happened? Maybe I need to... Sorry, I'm trying to fix this, you guys. Do I follow what same process when doing storytelling? I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you mean. Which process do I follow? All right, now I'm going back to cherry white, and that's going to be the sort of final color before it hits skin tone. Well, I screwed up, and I think that my hex chart is downstairs. So we are going to do this a little bit blind today. Yay, I'm so glad your prince showed up. Yay, that is awesome. Best news ever. Oh, how I love doing Harley's makeup. It makes me so happy. I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh, that is so awesome, G-Bomb Twitch. You got yours yesterday. Thank you so much, everybody who has ordered something off of my website. You're amazing. And I'm so glad that they're arriving to you nice and fast. I love my my warehouse. They really seriously rock their lives. Oh, yay, Samantha! I'm so happy you got yours too. I'm really waiting for once people start receiving their Twitch party sketches too. I'm hoping those reach everyone safely. It's always a little nerve-wracking when you have original art out there. Yes, they are so fast at doing the orders. It's really, really awesome. And I'm so glad that you guys are happy with how quickly they reach you, and I am so grateful for you choosing some of my work. Thank you so, so, so much. Like, for real, I'm so grateful. Very, very much. I can't promise that the stuff coming from Canada is going to reach you as quickly because it's an international one, so I apologize in advance. Oh, thank you, Samantha. All right, I need to do the red around her eyes now, Now I've been kind of just gradually moving towards a deep red. So really the dark red color on her eyes is going to be pretty minimal, almost more like just the darkest shadow in her eyeshadow palette. And then it goes to red, like a curranty kind of color, and then it goes out to pink. Oh yay, I'm glad you liked that. Okay, so one eye is colored. Let me just see about getting this really light cherry white again. Let me see how this one is. This is called blush. No, way too orange. See, this is the problem when I don't have my hex chart. I have to test every freaking color, and it's super, very, very not time efficient. Here we go. Let's see about this R00. No, they're all just too yellow. All right, this one's just gonna have to do. You go get it? Are you sure? Because I am not entirely sure where it is. It's somewhere in my stuff downstairs from the trip. Here, let me, let's just do the lips right here. Oh my god, this is my bearded dragon red. It literally has itself a little beard. I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe I can just cut it off. Oh, see you later, Payback. Thanks so much for hanging out for a while. I really appreciate it. Oh, this is so much fun! See you later! Alright, I'm just checking my OBS to make sure everything is good. And if I need to add more light. Hey, Volusia! How are you? Print, did it work? It didn't work. Wow, I feel like my whole thing is being a little bit glitchy today. It's super weird. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, oh, so then it works. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Now it's time to do the dark side. Yeah, we're all gonna get the hang of it at some point. I really thought that, like, or I'll get you guys like a list so you know what they are. But I thought that what was I gonna say? I really thought that it would all work right away, but it looks like MooBot, you have to kind of activate it. So I apologize, everybody. I'm still learning. All right. Oh, I think Sherlock may want to leave. So I'm just going to open the door to let Sherlock out. I'll be right back. Want to go out, mister? You can go if you want to. You haven't received your prints yet? Oh no, I'm so sorry. Then they should be reaching you soon. What about tracking? Do you have any kind of tracking? Oh, that's awesome, Kylie. Isn't it fun? I love coloring. It's like the dessert at the end for me. So I'm thinking, how about I try today to wrap up Harley, and then tomorrow I'll try to finish Ivy, and then we'll be done with this whole commission. That would be super fun. So right now I'm using the toner grays. You kind of hate it? Oh, sorry. They didn't send you a tracking number. Okay, can you email me your name and your information, like what your order was and stuff, and I can try to help you out? And I'm going to use a little bit of the BV 4 zeros just to blend the toner gray out a little bit, because the pink one is just so colorful. It's making the gray side look a little bit sickly. So I'm just adding in a little bit of warmth to kind of help even them out a little bit, or it can look a little like the dead side. You get so nervous coloring. I do too, I'll be honest, because Like, that's why I scanned this one as a backup, just in case I royally screw up. So then I don't have to, like, redraw the whole thing or whatever. I can just re-ink it. Whoa, okay. The toner color, the T4 that I was using, I could see that the nib, like, it has a little bit of a texture to it, and I could see that it was losing all the texture because it was just getting super full of ink, so it almost blobbed on her face. But thankfully I keep my dab pad to the side and I was able to save it. So just make sure that you have that dab pad by you and just start noticing the signs of what's going to happen when it's starting to fill up. And pretty much what it looks like is, instead of having texture to it, it starts getting really glossy and shiny because it's just getting over wet, like a big drop is coming out. Well, it depends where you are. So that's what I'm trying to determine, Veluzia, is where you are and who you are again, so that I can help you. Because sometimes to Canada, it'll have tracking up until it reaches the border. And once it switches over to Canada Post, it just goes dead. And then there's certain times, like, you know, to Canada, it can take up to 10 business days to reach you. And that's why it can be such a bummer. And I understand, because I live in Canada. Everybody gets their stuff like weeks before I do. And it's just what happens when you're, when you don't live in the States. But if you live in the States, then we need to really look into it and figure it out. Dab pad saves the day. That's right. All right. Her other eye is done. Now, let's do her hair. Woo! So exciting. Oh, I'm more than happy to help with any advice about Copics. I love Copics. Oh, it's Ted. Okay, I'm sorry, Ted. I feel like such an idiot. All right, contact me and we'll figure it out. I don't have my list of everybody's names up right now. I'm so sorry. It was during the Twitch party. Okay. Were you one of the people that we didn't have packaging for and it was delayed? It usually takes just a couple days, so that's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, Ted, message me and we'll figure this out. And try to message me soon if you have the time, because I'm leaving Thursday morning again and I'm not going to be back until Monday night. So if there's any way that you can get it to me soon, that would be super helpful. Ooh, 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 this is going to be fun. It's time for hair coloring. Yeah, check your email, because what it is they send you a link. It says check your order, and then you have to click on check your order, and then you'll have tracking in there. So sometimes the tracking is just a little, the way that Shopify handles its emails, the tracking, you have to kind of click around for it, but you should have gotten tracking, especially because you live in the States. Right now, Juan Solo, I am using R46. It's called Strong Red. And right now I'm just going to leave the portions of her hair that are like shiny. They're going straight to white, but then I'm going to use another transition color to take it from the white that it is right now, or from the red to the white. It needs one little bump between the two. Well, Kylie, most of the versions don't have the dip dye. Campbell's has the dip dye, but I'm not going to do the dip dye because right here her shirt is black, and I don't really want her hair dip dyed from red to black, and then what am I going to do? It's just going to blend right into her top. So I'm doing it full red, full black. Yeah, for the tracking number, you need to go into my website. And what I'm really happy about with this version of Harley is that the red is a pretty intense blood red. Like, it's a strong, deep, rich red. And I know that sounds a little intense and ridiculous for me to get so into how red is the red, but I am pretty picky about it. Dan and I were trying to discuss and pick a red for something, and it became quite apparent that I am very red picky, and it has to be a very specific kind of red, and Dan is also kind of red picky, but in a different direction, so it was very interesting for us to try to figure that out together. Yay, that's awesome! I'm so glad you're going to be in Edmonton. You would have been really nervous in that area? Which area? Oh, over here? Yeah. I'm a little used to this, but it can still be a little nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, guys. I need a tissue. Ah. Excuse me. I'm just trying to think of like which sections of her hair, even if they would be catching the light, where exactly are they turning? Like, I want to indicate that there's folds, and you know, some parts are over others, and then other parts are underneath, and you know, hair is just so very moving, and so I'm trying to like give it those natural breaks in sections, or like here it would be further behind, so even though it is facing the way that it would hit the light, it wouldn't be direct light, and as such I'm trying to like take some of the the highlights out and just have enough but not too much. And I feel like in my Copic work, sometimes I leave, and even in my my digital coloring, I sometimes leave too many highlight points. Like there just doesn't need to be that much. It can be like a bigger, softer, like hairband kind of looking thing, as opposed to, you know, little tiny points of light catching all over the place in every little curl. It's overkill, and that's something I'm trying to work on, to like, less is more. Yeah. I probably overthink all the things, but it's just how I roll. You think you're up to 40 Copic, so that's awesome. Hello, William Russell. Like the Copic whisper. I enjoy it. Thank you for saying that. I just have so much fun doing it. Thank you so much, William. That is so nice of you to say. I wish. That would be amazing. Anything to get free Copic markers. Thank you, Kylie. I'm so glad you like the stomach. Phew. I really, really struggle with stomach, so I'm so glad that you like it. Hello, Travis. I'm so happy that a bunch of you can make it. This is awesome, especially considering that I didn't announce the stream. It's like a secret stream that I just randomly went on. You bought 50 markers this week alone? Oh, I feel that pain. Thank you so much, William. Well, I am here for you guys. If you ever have Copic related questions or want to just watch, I love coloring with Copics, so I will be doing that for a very long time. So my plan for today, if all goes well, is I'd like to finish Harley today in this stream, and then but I may not have time because actually I have about half an hour left to my stream, lol. So I will work on Harley, and then hopefully tomorrow I'm going to stream it around the same time. So like 5 to 8 is when I'll stream. So if you guys are around, I would love to be on with you. I'll finish up Harley and either start and finish Ivy or make some decent headway, because I would like to hand this one over. I feel so bad that I'm so behind on my commissions right now. It's super bad. And this one I was supposed to hand over at the show and I didn't. But of course, the guy that I'm working on this for definitely would rather me finish out my plan and do what I want to do than have me hurry and hand it over, and it's a crappy job. So at least no one's mad at me. I'm mad at me. That's it, I think. But I go to conventions to take commissions, yes, but most of all, and I don't mean this in any bad way towards commissions, but when I'm focusing on a commission and I'm really cramming to try to get it done because, you know, somebody needs to pick it up to take it to CGC to get it graded before whatever, I don't focus on the people that are there. And when people come with a big stack of books, it kind of, I'm torn. I need to finish that commission, but I need to sign your books. And, it just becomes not as good. And I really want to be at conventions and have time for everybody and see everybody. And so, commissions I work on mostly at night. So like a lot of you were on the stream with me that night because I was really trying to like get the inks done. So that's sort of what I do. And as such, I don't always finish my commissions, but I'm mad at myself that I didn't. So it's kind of a catch-22. This person has not been waiting for very long. They were one of the very last people that got onto my convention sketches before I made it a solid rule that only the email list can get on my convention sketches, my sketch list. So he kind of just got in right under the wire before I've changed that. So I'm now really, if anyone wants a commission from me, they need to just sign up to the email list and, everything is fair. Oh, hello, DK Mars. Oh, honestly, William, I really don't mind. If someone brings me a stack of books, I feel that's what I'm there to do, is to sign those books. The only thing that bothers me is if I'm, cramming on a commission, which is why I'm de-accentuating how much time I put on commissions at shows. But the other thing is that I don't like them when they're still in their sleeves. If someone hands me a stack of books and they expect me to take them out of the sleeves, that one gets to me. Other than that, though, I'm fine with it. Yeah, I'm really amazed at how quickly you do commissions, too. I really don't mind being brought a bunch of books. To me, it means that person's an amazing fan who has bought all the art that I do, and I love it. Honestly, just take them out of the sleeves, because that takes so long. So now I have switched to Garnet. It's R39, and it's kind of my standard transition color to darkening. Like, it's a great shadow color for the strong red that I usually use. And so I'm using this to kind of take it out from looking completely flat red. Yep, 100%. Bring them to me at a show. Just if possible, take them out of the sleeves or help me take them out of the sleeves. Not everyone, no, they don't. And then I'm kind of like, okay, can you help me pull them out of the sleeve? And I'll keep coloring for a few minutes or keep working. And then people are like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. They just don't know. Bend a corner on each book, lol. I do understand people who charge for signatures when they do so many books. So like, I've seen artists that say are colorists and work for Marvel or DC or whatever, and I've seen people walk in with like a wheelbarrow or like a wagon, you know, like a kid's wagon full of books for the one artist to sign. And that will shoot their day as far as the chance to get any commissions done, to sell any of their stuff, you know, their day's gone. So I understand that, you know, wanting to take some payment for things like that. But otherwise, I don't do that much quantity, so I won't charge for signatures. Oh, it did? That is awesome! I'm so glad it arrived. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is right. The, like, up to a point, they'll sign for free. And that's cool. Oh, hello, Lino Este. Can you request an art idea for my next print? Sure. Oh, the bat who laughs. Yeah, that would be fun. I pretty much, my next prints are literally just whatever I get asked to do as a commission next. I really can't pre-plan or do anything, but that's such a great idea and I would love to. The Harley that laughs. Hello! Yeah, so I'll do another stream tomorrow from 5 to 8 as well. And then Thursday I leave for Tampa Bay to do the Batman 50 signing event that's going on there. Yay! And I need to do a ton of remarks. So my hope is that I am brave enough to do remarks on Facebook Live with you guys. So I'll keep you posted as far as when I'm going to go live or all of that stuff. But that would be my plan, is to do remarks on Facebook Live with you of the Batman 50 covers, because that would be fun. Oh, we're doing great. I hope you're doing well as well. So I'm kind of going pink instead of more of the orangey color for the transition color to white with Harley. And I'm kind of liking it. I think it softens up the look a little bit more, and it works. I've always kind of hued orange with my transition tones, but I just on a whim tried this one, and I quite like it. It's RV34. It's called Dark Pink. You hope Customs lets me in? Oh, with what? For going for the signing? I'm an American citizen, so I shouldn't have any trouble. Very active year for me, yes. Busy. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Lying in bed with air conditioning. Yes, please. Oh, Lyndon is on Twitch. You could say hello.
Hello. And why did you leave the door open?
Well, because Sherlock had to leave.
Still here?
Yeah, that is true. I was feeling a little under the weather. But I got a great night's sleep when I got home, and now I am back to a little bit more alive. Surprise appearance, yes, my 7-year-old. Travis PH. Let me check. I'm pretty sure. Oh, thank you. Yeah, he's 7. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I did get your address. Let me check. Oh, see you later, William. I'm looking winners. Okay, here we go. Yes, I got your address and I already mailed it out to you, Travis. Okay, last little blending bits. All right, her hair is done. Woot! Did I get the email you just sent? Hold please and I'll check. Yes, I got the email, so I'll read it shortly as soon as the stream is done. Because I promised I'm not going to spend be on my phone, or at least try not to. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, you did, Travis. I have your, I got your address from you on Facebook. Thank you, Kylie. All right, I realized I think it needs a little bit more shadows. So now I'm going with my darkest red that I use, and it is called very clearly dark red. So I use strong red and dark red. I'm not very original here. And I like to use this dark red for a lot of the shadows, and clearly anytime that you need dark red. It really is a fantastic color, and it's the perfect combination for the strong red and the other tones that I use. God, I'm worried about this one. Looks kind of full. I'm just taking it over to my dab pad every couple minutes because, yes, it is concerning me how very wet it's looking. Hello, Steve Rowe. How are you? That's right. It really doesn't matter if it works for what I need. You're right. Okay. I am putting the lights real close here. Hopefully it'll help a little bit better with the visibility for everyone. Oh, you never got a notice? I'm so sorry, James. I didn't post online about it. I'll be honest, I just kind of started. I realized I should have and had forgotten until it was too late. So I'm really sorry about that. No, that didn't help at all. What is going on with the lighting? Harley looks like she could take them down. Good! That's awesome. She's supposed to look like such a badass in this picture. Oh, okay. Yes, I've been on Twitch since like I don't know. I started around 5:30 my time. I meant to start at 5 o'clock, but then I got all into cleaning and I was a little bit delayed. But tomorrow I will start at 5 o'clock and we'll keep working on this piece. Well, I'm almost done, James, so I'm gonna need to go soon. Oh, really? I am so sorry, Ken. I love Harley Quinn too. Oh, you mean like this Harley Quinn? Or just Harley in general? Because then I'm with you. It's so bizarre. How many people are watching the Twitch stream? Do you guys know? Because the entire few hours that I've been streaming, it says that I'm with 3 people. But it feels like the whole list here, there's more than 3 people. So weird. Oh, 43, 44. That's good. Well, hello everybody. No, everybody's being super talkative. Right now it says that I'm streaming for 3 people, which is fine. But I'm just confused because there's so many more people talking here than just 3 people. So I'm just like, what is happening? No tea. Yes, the envelope, it's a white mailing envelope, but I sandwiched the original piece. On one side, it's a piece of card stock, like one of my business cards, but they're big and they're thick laminated paper. And then on the other side is a piece of corrugated cardboard. So it is solid AF. And then it's just in a normal envelope. So it's a white one. Yeah, it hasn't updated since the very beginning. It's hilarious. So I've been like so confused as to why it doesn't, like, it looks like there's more people here than 3. All right. Now, no, nobody needs to sound off. I was just curious. I think it's like my Twitch page is just stuck. Yes, it'll go through the slot. Did I refresh my dashboard? I did not. Yeah, it is a good idea to put it on your phone. Like, I get a notification when I go live. It's super weird. Or like my phone buzzes. It's kind of confusing to me as to why my phone would buzz when I go live. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you liked them. They were actually earrings that I bought at a convention here in Calgary. There's a girl who makes these really pretty feather earrings, but they're long earrings, like this long, and I can't wear that much. I can't wear long, really heavy earrings. So I took them off of those and put them in a hair clip. So they're technically earrings and I'm wearing them on my head. Hello, Hans. No, I am not having a hard time with anyone being quiet at all. Like, nothing. It's because there's so many people talking that I was confused as to why it told me I only had 3 people. That's all. It's because there is so much more action happening. Is who First Nation? Oh, the girl? No, I don't believe that she is. I think she just really likes, she really likes making, like, pretty hair things and feathery stuff. It's where I buy all of my feathers. Oh, yay, Kylie, that's awesome. I yelled at everyone. When did I do that? That red hair makes you envious? How? Do you want red hair, Hans? Guys, I really am sorry that I just kind of went on Twitch without informing you. I've also started to wonder if I should stop doing my posts on Facebook and Instagram saying that I'm going live in half an hour. Like, is that annoying for anybody? So let me know if it's helpful or if it's just like, oh, please go live when you go live. We don't need to know. Yeah, I don't know either. I'm not a real yeller. You appreciate the heads up. Okay. Kylie, I'm going to go check out your giveaway for sure. Oh yeah, well the Twitch alert is really good. Yeah, that's the thing. I was wondering if the Twitch alert is just starting to be enough for people. But then I guess there's a lot of people that follow me on Facebook and Instagram who don't follow me on Twitch yet. So I need to keep bugging them. All right, so this side of her hair is black. And the thing about that is I don't want to fill in this whole area back here with her full ponytail. So I'm kind of trying to make it look like it's going back behind her. And once Ivy's body is in, I'm going to, well, it's colored. I'm going to put her red hair in that little bit right there. And then I'll probably do some like overlapping strands of black and Ivy's like orangey red hair here as well. So right now it looks a little bare / odd, but I should be able to, you know, make it a little clearer in a bit. Oh, no worries, Hans. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. The Twitch alert is awesome. I do really, really like the Twitch alert. Oh, don't feel bad, Kylie. It's all good. With you, it's all good. Okay, so I am almost done with Harley's hair. So the skin and the hair, I kind of feel, are the two more challenging aspects of this one. So yay, I'm glad that these two are done. Your Magoo original wand? I don't know what you mean, Kylie. Oh, what colors am I using for her black hair? I am using the toner grays. So they're like T1, T2, and I've used T4 and T7 so far. So 4 and 7. Oh, I see. Okay, see, I totally missed that. Sorry. I'm being really dense. Okay, I'll be there soon. What was her skin? Her skin was C00, C0. So Sherlock's still being a butt. Sherlock his behavior has gotten a little bit better. He was really going through a phase right there where he was being quite the butt. We moved his little seat right here, and so he can sit and look out the window. So he's a much happier boy. Oh, it's my windows that are making all the noise. And thank you, Kylie. I didn't get to answering the whole list. James, look at what Kylie just wrote, and she's got the list of all the markers I used. There was a ghost behind me. It was probably my son. Oh, thank you so much, Lino. That means a lot. Especially since you guys are having to listen to me for hours. I'm really grateful to hear you don't find my voice grating, because that would really suck. Yeah, you're wonderful. Slash Kitty sent you? Oh, that is so awesome. Thank you, Slash Kitty. That means a ton. I really appreciate it. Yay! Very much appreciated. This is my second raid ever, and it's awesome. So I'm working on a commission right now. My name is Dawn McTeigue, and I am working on a commission of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, and I'm kind of going for throwing the horns and being badass. Oh, thank you so much, Slash Kitty. I really appreciate it. So I'm coloring with Copic markers right now. Hello, everyone. So Harley Quinn has very blue eyes. So I'm going to get those going on in there. Kitty sent you apparently. Yeah, thank you all so much for being here. This is awesome. Slash Kitty is another Twitch person who I need to go find now because she's awesome. She or he is awesome. And they just brought their people from their stream over to our stream. So they've raided us. The skin tone is grayscale. Yes, this is It is cold gray. So it's all the Copic marker cold grays. She's a creative streamer. Okay, I need to find her immediately because that was so nice of her. And I apologize, I'm new to Twitch, so I'm still learning everything. And she loves Harley Quinn. That is awesome. No, the skin is... I'll write it here, you guys. Skin tones used. I use C00. This is with Copic markers. C0, C1, C2, and BV 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Those are the skin tones I used. She's definitely a Harley fan. Yay! I am looking for a very specific marker. Here we go. Alright, so I always use Cool Gray 3 for the eyes to get the eyeshadow in there. It's just basically your eyelashes and lids cast a bit of a shadow. They're not just like pure bright white. So that's why I put a little bit of shadow in there. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to go follow Slash Kitty as well. Oh, thank you so much, Blasphemer. And I'm also just putting a little bit of shadow in Harley's teeth as well because it just doesn't look realistic or believable to have a pure white, no shadow, anything on the teeth smile. Nobody has that because the lips are not connected to the teeth. They are over the teeth and as such create a drop shadow. So I always put a little bit of shadow from the lips onto the teeth. Oh, thank you so much, Carnage. Thank you. Oh, have a good one, Ted. Right? We should. Alright, so I used T3 for those ones. And, I used C3. And now I'm just going to use C1 to blend it in a little bit more. Yeah, for anyone new, my name is Dawn McTeigue. I work in comics, and right now I'm just working on a commission. So I have done a bit of Harley work. I work in comics. I do for various different companies in comics, and so right now I'm supposed to be finished with this commission already, and I'm failing. Oh, that's hilarious. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Do they have summer break now, Kylie? Oh, I want cheesecake and brownies too. All right, so now her neck piece, I think, is just red. So I'm gonna get that in there. Oh, I'm looking forward to her whole outfit part right here. It's just gonna be so freaking fun. Or maybe it's half black and half red. Oh, that's such a bummer. She's sick. I am so sorry, Sarah. That sucks. All right, her little jingle bell thingies are blue. or gray. Yes, dual color gloves. Everything is dual colored, which is making me wonder if perhaps her neck piece should be dual colored as well. And I'm thinking I probably will do that. Oh yeah, her gloves, but then her arm sleeves are also dual colored, and the whole thing is just mismatched the whole way. Aw, you're awesome, Sarah. No, it's not a checker pattern on her collar. It's just, I think it's half-half. I should do Harley in a nutcracker suit. Yeah, that would be fun. But again, I really don't have time to just kind of draw that sort of stuff. It has to be, if someone feels like commissioning that from me, sure. Otherwise, I am so behind on the current jobs, no can do. I am so sorry, you guys. I really wish I was more ahead on my commissions. So as you can see, Copic marker dries lighter. And so I'm going back in and re-putting in more of her shadows, because they just get so light you can't even see them. How do I plan the belt? The belt is steel. Yeah, it's those those pyramid grommets on a thing. Think like a punker belt that you'd find at Hot Topic kind of thing. I don't use the colorless blender myself, no. I've really never found a use for it, because I really don't think it blends. I use it, oh, okay, I was wrong. I use it as a bleach. If I ever go outside the lines and I need to kind of push the color back, I use the colorless blender for that. Otherwise, in my opinion, it blends is not at all, and it's essentially a bleach. You use a lot of layers with your Copic color. Well, that's great, James. All right. Her bangs would be casting a bit of a shadow right there. They would be casting a bit of a shadow right here. All right, I think I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to do half of her choker in red and half in black. I don't know if it's correct or not, but I think that some things can be left up to personal interpretation, and that's what I'm going to do right now. And I've decided to do red on the opposite side and black on the other side. Oh, good night, Juan. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. You're trying to fold clothes at the same time. Gosh, guys. I'm sorry. But at least it's fun in that, you know, you've got something to distract you. That's what I do. I like watching things while I'm doing something else. So I'm using toner gray again. I'm starting out with T4, and that's going to be the other half of Harley's thing. And actually I should clearly indicate the center line. So that's my bad right here. I'm going to do some red. See, because this Jingle Bell, it's right in the center. So this is technically the center of her body that runs all the way up to right here on this little ball. So I'm going to make that the center line of the choker as well. And I was using the wrong red. Oh. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Mike. It's not a requirement that all your attention be on me, though. Not at all. But you are so awesome. Actually, no, I think I'm just going to leave this one solid. Because it's just too small for me to try to do all the little highlights and stuff. And I just want it to clearly be, yes, this is Harley's choker and it's half-half. And I'm so glad that her hair isn't covering the center of her choker so we can actually see that divide. Yes, it is technically dinner time for me. Oh, yeah, I really would love to go eat some food. They've called me for dinner, so I guess I will go downstairs. But I will finish this one tomorrow. The skin and the hair are the parts that really take the time. So those are finished, and I am so looking forward to hanging out with you guys again tomorrow. I'll go live again at this same time, but I promise I will give you all a heads up. Just in case I go live sooner or later or whatever. And then I'll try to do a Facebook live stream from Tampa Bay when I'm down there to work, because I leave Thursday morning. So I'm going to get my 2 lives in today and tomorrow. I love you all so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been a ton of fun. I'll save this and keep working on it live with you tomorrow. Thank you again. Lots of love to you. Have a great evening or day or morning. And tell Sarah I hope she feels better. Love you guys. Mwah.